Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my December TBR. Now in December I originally wasn't going to be doing any readathons, however I very recently discovered Kelsey from Slime Books and Slashes. All the hosts for this readathon will be down below, but it is Kelsey's readathon, and they have created a Christmas Evil Readathon, and I have got some books that I'd like to get to, and if I can keep on getting the spooky season vibes right into December, for sure I'm going to do so. So let's get into the prompts, shall we, and which books I have chosen. But if you want to see all the announcements, all of that sort of stuff, all linked down below. So I've got my laptop here with all the prompts. The first prompt is Black Christmas, which is read an occult book or story or a book featuring black magic, etc. So I'm going to be reading Hex Life, which is a collection of short stories, and it's all about witchcraft. You will have seen this a number of times on my TBRs. I really want to get to this one. The next prompt is Krampus. Read a creature feature or a book featuring a monster. For this one, I have chosen A Diary of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This has been on my radar since it was indie published, and then I have this absolutely stunning Fairy Loot edition. It might be one of my faves. It is absolutely gorgeous. But this is obviously this is a Dracula retelling and the wives of Dracula, but make it sapphic. We love to see it. All I know is that it's a Dracula retelling from the perspective of his 3 wives, so I'm very excited to get to this one, and I'll be buddy reading this one with Hannah over at Ladette M, and I think we're gonna have a great time. The next prompt is A Christmas Carol, which is read a book about a haunting and or ghost. And I did that wrong. It's a book featuring a ghost and or haunting of some kind. And I have chosen a book I've had for a while, about a year, The Spirit Engineer by A.J. West. This is set, I think it's after the sinking of the Titanic, I believe. And yes, it's about like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock, and also Houdini. I also feel like this is like a spooky story to read, like on dark nights. Like, I get that vibe from this, so that's why I've chosen this one. The next prompt is just read a gifted book. Now, I have read quite a few of the gifted books I've received, but Hannah very kindly gifted me, unhauled to me, Return to Fear Street, You May Now Kill the Bride by R.L. Stein. I'm not expecting this to be the best book ever. Like, I need to read the first 3 Fear Street original books, but one was unhauled to me, so I'm counting it as a gifted book. The next one is Mood Read, and I have chosen a relatively new to my shelf, is Cackle by Rachel Harrison. This is quite autumnal, I think. This is a witchcraft, Suffolk witches, and that's all I know, and I think it's just going to be a very nice, cosy, witchy read. The next prompt is Sleigh Bells, as in S-L-A-Y. Read a slasher. Again, I have read an awful lot of the slashers that I already owned, but I picked The Summer We Forgot by Caroline George. I bought this at Yowk. This looks like a slasher. It could be contemporary, but on the back there are some blood stains and kind of all over blood splatters. So I think this is going to be a slasher. And on the back, it starts off with "We're terrible people." So I'm very intrigued to get into this one, even though it's winter and it's clearly going to be set in summer, but who cares? The next is Winter Wonderland. Read a book set in winter, and I've picked one of the only ones that I own that is anything to do with winter. And again, I've owned this one for ages, and that is Hare House by Sally Hinchcliffe. This is set in a remote part of the Scottish moors, or Highlands, not moors, and it's on this estate, and it's spooky. But I love like houses, sentient houses, and I believe this will have some sort of sentient house vibes to it, I guess. And it's set in winter. There's snow on the ground, so I'm assuming it's winter. The next prompt is Santa's Little Helper, read a middle grade book. Now, I bought a bunch of these very silly little books. I think I got 3 of them. But I'm going to be reading The Beast Within by Serena Valentino. These are Disney books. I feel like this will be an extremely easy read, but it will feel wintry because, of course, the Beast has a winter garden, basically. And a lot of Beauty and the Beast is in winter. So I feel like this is going to be one of the ones that I read really, really quickly. So the last prompt is Reindeer Ride, read a translated work or a book written by a non-US author. So I'm reading Crying in H Mark by Michelle Zauner. This is written by a Korean American. I do still think this will count, as it talks about growing up as part of the Korean American community. So I'm really excited to get to this one. Again, this one has been relatively new to me, and I know that it's a memoir, and that's about it. But it looks like it's going to be very interesting. I've been loving books by non-US authors, so we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. So there we have it. That is my TBR for December. I have a couple of other books which you'll see in another video, but I just wanted to get this Christmas Evil Readathon TBR up as much as possible. It's an entire month long. It's going to be live shows. It's going to be such a good time. I'm so looking forward to taking part, and I'm really excited to get to these books. Yes, it's not particularly wintry. Like, they're not winter books, but I don't care. I'm really looking forward to reading these books. So let me know down in the comments down below which of these books I should start the month with, and if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.